Hello, hello, lads and girls, this is Lord Kicker, and welcome to another weekend free-to-play video. Today I'm gonna have a look at I think it was a dating simulator called, what was it? Forever Summer or something like that. Eternal Summer, maybe? Can't even remember the name. I was having that dream once again. That dream. Same thing every night. But it's all forgotten in the morning, as usual. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of memory will remain, of gates half open, as if inviting me somewhere, with two frozen stones pioneers standing close by. And also that strange girl keeps asking me. Keeps asking you what? Will you come with me? Come? But where? And why? And where am I anyway? Of course, it all happening in real life. I would certainly have been scared. Well, what else would be expected to feel? I do not like that. All that static. But this is just a dream. But this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. It must be a reason. I don't have to know where or why to realize something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Since everything that's surrounding me here is real. As real as things in my own flat. I could open the gates, the hidden creeks, inhale the fresh cold air, shiver from the cold. I could, but to do that would need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream, I understand that. But what of it? What does my understanding change? Because here it's just like the other side of the cracked screen. An old TV. Which struggle to fight against static noise. Yeah, I wish you would fight better. And strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking up soon. Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? What stars? For instance? What the stars though? I'd rather ask about the gates. Yes, the gates. She would be so surprised. Oh, better. Why the dot over I think that's an I. was called a title, but the dot over a J was called a superscript dot. Okay? Nice letters. I have no clue what you're talking about. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gate, stars have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see the Magnus cloud. As if I'd ended up in the south hemisphere. Can't you just wake up, dude? I hate this static. In a dream, where all the small things that catch your attention, an unnatural color of grass, impossible curves, straight lines, or your own disordered reflection. While the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and now, seems trivial. It's natural, since here you cannot die. I know it for sure. I've done it 100 times. Done it hundreds of times. Very much the same, but if you cannot die, is there a point in living? I should ask the girl. She's a local. She should know. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example. Yeah, you want to ask her about everything, but you don't ask her anything. One strange bird it is. Though it doesn't matter. Oh god, just do something, guy. Or let me pick something. Will you come with me? And every time I have to answer. It's the only way, otherwise the dream will never end, and I will never wake up. Yes, I'll come with you. Every time it's so hard to decide on the answer. Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? And why does so much in my life depend on the answer? Or maybe it doesn't. It's just a dream after all. Just a dream. That is one blurry keyboard. The computer stared at me as if it was alive. Yeah, sure it did. Hey, you're using Firefox. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitious, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. As if in our relationship the screen wasn't an instrument. It was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textile-it. There's some truth in that, probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. Dude, you need to get out more. 90%? That's pretty bad. And that's coming from me. Anonymous image boards, some chats from time to time. Rarely ICQ or Jabber. And forums, even more rarely. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. Why is these games always so depressing? I mean, come on! All of them are simply a creation of its sick imagination, an error in a source code or a kernel bug, which started living a life of its own. Wow, interesting. A lamp. If one looked, can I pronounce words? At my existence from the outside, such thought would seem crazy. And a psychologist would surely give me a bunch of psychotic diagnosis and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the lonely bin. Okay, that's pretty bright, okay? Small apartment with no signs of repair or any semblance of order in it, and always the same view out the window on the grey megalopis running somewhere day and night. Such are the conditions of my life. Oh, I hate this depressing. Well, of course, it didn't all start like this. I was born, went to school and finished it. Like all the others. I was accepted at the university where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well, sometimes it was even getting decent money for it. But it all felt like it was not mine, as if taking from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest. I was looping over and over monotonous circles. Like in the movie Groundhog Day. Never seen it. It's just that I had no choice in how to spend my day, and every day repeated itself, the same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. How can all these games be so depressing? For the last few years, I've just sat in front of the screen all day. I mean, come on. I'm a computer nerd and I don't even sit. Okay, I sit at it all day. I work with it, so. Sometimes there were manual jobs. Sometimes my parents helped me. Oh. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home. My communication with other people almost exclusively consider of my online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Kind of Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday related version. Vision, not version, vision. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and it will become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I will write one myself. Yeah. Write everything about how depressed your life is. Bet people can't wait to read that, right? Can I get some action? However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but couldn't even come up with a simple short story. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Programming, got bored. Foreign language, take too much time. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but still I never would have called myself a schooler. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster of lame internet jokes. If I were to get paid for it, I would probably be a happier person. And rich too. But I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. Today was another typical day, typical failure, typical life. And today is the day when I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I really didn't want to go. What's the point? The time I spent with them was so short. However, I was persuaded by a friend, my former university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch other than through the internet. A frosty evening. Bus stop waiting. Okay, I'm gonna end it off here. Hope you enjoyed it. I think it's a very slow going and very depressing beginning, but I will make another episode and then I give a little bit of a review of my thoughts about it. So I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope to see you all in the next one. Until then.